I had been traveling to and visiting schools across the developing world, trying to figure out why technology projects never seemed to work there. And one of the things that I kept seeing over and over again was this forward emphasis on technology and complete lack emphasis on the skills needed to use that technology. I became really passionate about figuring out how to offer better educational opportunities to kids who don't necessarily attend schools that have electricity, books, desks, the internet, etc.
It may feel like the whole world is on the internet, but less than half of the world's population has ever connected to the internet. Technologists at Arizona State University took this as a challenge to come up with a kind of starter kit that could be put to use right away in remote parts of the world, places that are still waiting for the infrastructure to connect to the internet.
SolarSPELL was really an evolution of years of working in the developing worlds and seeing technology that both failed and succeeded. How do we actually bring relevant educational materials to places that lack electricity, lack internet access, lack the basic infrastructures we're used to?
I said, okay, in 3 months we're going to build an offline, solar-powered, rugged, portable digital library. Let's go.
This is our familiar expensive laptop, and this is SolarSPELL. This is not trying to be this. In a developing country where there's no place to plug in this expensive laptop, very soon this just becomes an expensive doorstop. SolarSPELL has got a solar panel and a rechargeable battery inside, along with a library to learn from. So this is ready to go whether there's power or not. This costs about $200. This costs almost $3,000.
We've seen a lot of projects where things are over-engineered and really fall apart very quickly when the Westerners leave. And so seeing those projects and have worked on those projects, what we try to do with SolarSPELL is bring something that will just work when you take it there. And once we leave, it'll continue to work and work and perform as we envisioned it. And so that extreme durability and reliability is what we need, because we can't be in those really remote places when something doesn't work right.
So what happens when these things get to where they're finally going? Well, that solar panel on the back is ready to start charging up the battery, but the battery is shipped already charged. So a parent, a student, a teacher just plugs in a couple of cables, this throws up a Wi-Fi signal, and it's already preloaded with lots to learn.
One of the greater challenges for me is to convince people that this project is not about this cute, shiny box that we're bringing to the field, and that it's not an inexpensive, cheap piece of technology that you can throw over the fence and forget about. It's a library. Mentally, people are hungry for information, and this is a great way to get safe, relevant educational information to people.
So one of the beauties of SolarSPELL being at Arizona State University is we do have a large, diverse student body that is interested in working on projects that really benefit education in the developing world. And with SolarSPELL, there's always improvements that we can make, both in the software and the hardware design.
This is actually a process, I came to realize, and there is so much value from going to the field, sometimes from failing, but the most important thing is that you actually make time to reflect and learn from the things that didn't go right and figure out what it is that you want to make right the next time or work to make better.
University students help build each SolarSPELL unit, and as part of coursework, they also help refine and improve SolarSPELL. The units you see them building here will ship out in a few weeks, but already there's a newer, better design, which is what the student teams will help put together on the next build day.
We assemble a team of students and give them a real-world challenge that's focused on, a project that our partners in the field have identified as a need that they have. And I tell the students, okay, we're going to work really hard on this problem for a whole semester, and then you're going to come with me at the end of the day or at the end of the semester and deliver this to our partners in the field. We're going to look them in the eye and we're going to say, all right, this is the best that we could do from on campus. Now work with us and help us make it better for you.
From a design standpoint, we really have 4 key areas that we look at. We've got the SolarSPELL from an industrial design standpoint itself and what the package looks like. Second is the electrical engineering design that goes into the SolarSPELL. The third is the computer science side that makes the Raspberry Pi start up as a Wi-Fi access point and provide this offline website. And the fourth is the user interface design and designing for that first-time user. And all of those areas, we have about 50 students every semester involved in all four of those design areas in improving SolarSPELL and enhancing it. And so every semester we do challenge students with both ideas that are kind of out there and ones that are really needed to support our students and teachers in the field. And so we always want to have a balance of what can be done.
Basically, one of the long stories short is that if you give students the right incentive, they always come through. Every single time we go to the field, we identify new challenges. So the initiative will never be over because the hardware of the library, the content of the library, the software, the training that we do with teachers, every single part of that can be improved, and we work to improve it every time we go to the field.